Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. Today I'm going to be showing you some new styles that I'm adding to my press online, DYS Nails London. You can find me on Etsy. I now have an Etsy store. You can find the link in the description box below. And as always, you can also follow me on Instagram at dys.nailsldm. So in addition to my coffin shape that I already offer, I'm also offering almond and square shapes, as you can see here. So here is a set that I created in the square shape. I have tapered the shape of this, and this is available for sale via my Etsy page, or you can also order through my Instagram. So this is what the nail tips look like before I do anything to them. This is in a size large. I do have pretty small nail beds, and the smaller the nails are, the lengths are going to be shorter. So here I am, I'm comparing what the nail looks like, and obviously it's not a tapered square as you can see what I've got, so I do have to prep these quite a bit. So I'm first beginning with a straight edge nail clipper. Sadly, what I'm doing, you can't see it because I was out of frame, but I'm basically tapering in the shape just a little bit. So I'm just snipping a little bit off, not too much because I don't want this to end up being coffin shape. So here I am, I've started to file the shape so that I can get the shape to be more tapered square. I'm not filing too much because I do have quite a bit of work to still do. So this is just kind of like a rough shape. So I'm filing the top, filing the side walls, and then I'm rounding off the cuticle area because it was pretty square. And then I'm going to use a nail buffer just to buff the surface of this, and you will see in the next clip, I think just after this, that the nail is really flimsy, which is not ideal for press on nails. So you're going to see what I'm going to do to prep them in order for wear. So what I do to strengthen these nail tips is I'm getting some builder gel, and I'm going to be using 3 very thin layers. So in between each layer I'm going to be curing for 60 seconds. So here I am applying the first layer, and I do this 3 times as I mentioned earlier, and this will make the nail a lot stronger, but it will still have some flexibility to it, which is what you need for your press on nails in order to apply them. Once this is done, I wipe off the inhibition layer, so that's the sticky layer that you have, with some acetone, and then I'm going to file and shape this again. So this time I'm taking a lot more care in shaping this because this is going to be the final shape. Here you can see that it still has some flexibility, but it's not as flimsy as it was before. So I'm making sure that it's shaped properly, but I don't want to over shape it because I don't want to take off too much length, especially I don't want to take off too much width off of the side walls because then the nail won't fit people's nail beds. So if this was a set that I was making for someone, I would then after dusting off all of the dust off of the nails, I would apply a base coat, but because these are just like display nails that I'm making, I'm not going to do that. Please excuse my dusty hands. It's been from all of the filing. I could have got up to wash my hands, but what's the point? So here I am, I'm using black gel paint. This is from D&D, and I'm going to be applying this on every single nail. I'm applying a pretty thin layer because black can be a little bit harder to cure. So if you find after 2 layers that it's still not as opaque as you want it to be, you can always apply a 3rd one. So this is what I'm doing here. I think I did 2 layers for this. So here I have this chrome powder. I got this from AliExpress. You can get them from AliExpress, eBay, Amazon. It's quite a chunky one and it's hollow. So I'm going to be applying this to only the thumb and the middle finger. I'm also going to be doing a design with the ring finger as well. So the index and pinky are going to just remain plain. So here I am, I'm using my finger. You can use a brush, but I think using your finger is best. So I'm barely dipping in there because my nails are also like blocking me being able to dip properly, but you can see just like how a little goes a long way with this. So because my index and pinky are going to remain plain black, I'm just going to top coat them now so that I don't catch anything on top of them and it ruins the nails. I should have top coated the ring finger as well, but with a matte top coat, and you'll see why later. So I'm using that same black gel paint to create a design on both the thumb and the middle finger. So basically what I'm doing on the thumb is I'm kind of doing like a side tip where the nail is black, and then the side of it is going to be the hollow silver that you see there. So I started off using the brush that I actually have with like the actual gel, but I was finding I was getting some of the chrome powder on it, and so I had to clean that off, and I got a separate brush to do it. You can see that you can see through this, so I ended up doing about 3 layers of this, and it gave it a really nice like raised effect. So here I'm doing a kind of drip effect. So I start off by using a dotting tool and putting 3 dots. Then I draw some lines down towards where the cuticle is. I draw a smile line at the cuticle, and then I join this up with the lines that I've drawn to create that drip effect. You'll see that like I fill it in, and I just kind of like just keep on working on it so that it actually looks like proper drips, because when I first started it I was like, oh, this don't look nice, so I had to keep on thickening it up. I ended up using the dotting tool again to make the drip effect more pronounced. I went over this twice, and again it gave it kind of like a 3D effect. So that was really nice. So I ended up top coating both of these before I ended up doing the ring finger. So for the ring finger, the design that I'm doing is I'm drawing some lips. So I've got some white gel paint here where I'm drawing the design. I really loved how this looked, so look out for when I release some of the designs that I have planned, especially for Valentine's Day. I'm definitely going to be doing designs like this. I thought this looked so nice even with just the white, so that's why I definitely want to add this. Ideally this would have been matte, and then I would have drawn this on and then applied the chrome powder on top of this, because when I applied the chrome powder on this, when I dusted it off with other chrome powders that I've used in the past, it's just come straight off. Oh my gosh, English. But this seemed to cling even to the top coat, so I think if it was a matte top coat I wouldn't have had to do that, so I actually had to end up painting around the kiss effect that I had on this nail. So once I'd finished with that nail, I top coated it, and I think this was the only nail that didn't have a top coat, so I put it in my lamp separately from everything else, and I think in the next clip you'll see what the finished set looks like. So I really love this look. Obviously if you aren't a fan of the silver hollow look, you can get so many different designs with this. You just have to message me. It's a lot easier to customize sets that you see via Instagram with me, but you can obviously get a custom order on Etsy as well. So I really love this look. This will obviously be available in coffin and almond as well. So the next set that I'm doing is an almond shape. I prepped this off of camera by filing and buffing it, and I also had to file around the cuticle area because it was kind of square. So I'm applying a layer of white gel to this first, and then I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. I am going to do a second layer, but you're going to see that I don't cure the second layer because of the type of marble effect that I want to do with these nails. So here I am applying the second layer, and I'm just going to set this to the side. I'm not going to cure this, and then I'm going to be showing you in the next clip how I make my marble effect. So I'm starting off with this dark blue. I go on to a light blue, as you can see here. In the next clip you'll see me use a really pale baby blue, and then I will finish it up with some white. So to get that marble effect, I'm using a dotting tool, and I'm just dragging it through the different colors so that I can get a mixture. So I go up, down, and then I go side to side, so you can see that marble effect already. Then I'm going to get a separate brush and just scoop it up, and then I'm going to lay that down onto the nail. I know that you can't see too clearly, it's because my ring light was so bright, so anytime I was working with white you couldn't see too clearly, but I hope you can at least see what I'm doing. Because the gel is already wet, it's going to help the marble to spread out quite a bit. So even when I do the last nail, I'm just going to leave the nails to sit for a little bit just so that it can spread out a bit. So here I have some gold leaf. I think I got this on Amazon, so I'm just cutting it up with some nail scissors so that I can get them really nice and small. I'm using this tool that I use to pick up rhinestones. It's great for picking up gold flakes as well. So I'm applying this around the perimeter of the marble, and I'm making sure that I'm trying to flatten them out as much as possible because I don't want any bits poking out when I come to top coat the nail. So when it comes to top coating, I'm just using the back of like some tweezers just to make sure that the gold flakes are properly flat, and then I top coat it, and then I cure this for 60 seconds, and then at the end you will see the finished product. Again, this style will be available in coffin and square. I feel like this will look so nice with coffin especially. So here is what the finished set looks like. I did finish this with a glossy top coat, but I think this would also look really nice with a matte top coat as well. So again, if you would like this set in matte, just let me know and I can get that done for you. So I'm here just showing you both of the different sets that I made. So again, I just wanted to show you guys the new shapes that we have on offer. So if you are interested in any of my designs, you can order through my Etsy page DYS Nails London or through my Instagram dysnails.ldn, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!
We could be jamming.